Hello guys, welcome to day 7 of the Kids Weekend Code Lab. I'm Kosi and I'm your web developer. So let's get into what we have today. So today we're going to build a mini project and publish it. So our objectives for today will apply WordPress skills to a real world mini project. So everything we've learned, we're going to apply it now to a mini project. We'll choose a project type, could be a blog, portfolio, a fan site. We'll plan and build the website step by step. We'll learn how to save drafts, to preview and publish content. Then we'll share our links with family and friends. That is our website link. So first, what is a mini project? It's a small fun website that you create all by yourself using everything you've learned. So you get to choose what it's about and then you build it step by step using WordPress. So it's just a small website that you're going to create by yourself using everything you've learned during this Kids Weekend Code Lab. So why should you build one? To show what you love, to use what you've learned, to share with friends and family. What you need for this your mini project, you need pictures, videos, text or stories, then creativity. You have to be creative whatever you're doing. So first things first, you plan your site. Planning helps you stay organized. So it helps you know what your site is all about. So you're going to write a short note for your pages and your posts. Then you gather your pictures and videos. So here are some helpful tips. First, you save all your images in one folder for easy access. You use clear, bright, and friendly images. Don't use too many pictures or videos so it wouldn't slow down your website. You use simple and clear text. Then you make it fun and exciting. So once you've gathered all your pictures and everything, you go into and log into your WordPress. Then you choose a theme. So you're going to pick a theme that best matches your website. The text should be easy to read. The layout should be clean and neat. It should be mobile friendly. The theme should support the tools you want to work with. Then you customize your theme. You change some parts of your themes to match your style. You customize your site title, your site tagline, your site logo, colors, font, images. Then you preview before you save and publish to make your site live. So now for this project we're going to be using the wordpress.org. So I have to go over and start my XAMPP. So now I'll start this. I'll click on the start, then I'll click on the start for this. I'll minimize it and go over to my browser. Then I'll type localhost. Okay, let's use lowercase. Localhost. So this is it. I'll just click on enter here. Then I'll click on login. So now I already have a theme. I selected a theme. So I'll just go over and show you the theme that I already selected. So this was the theme I used, this 2024. So I installed it and activated it. Then I also changed some things, like I had to delete some things that I didn't want in the theme. So this is not how it is when you install it. So I had to just delete some things, then added my site title, added this logo over here. So now we'll go over to our slide. So we're going to create pages now. So what are pages? We already know that pages, they hold static content. It has no date and time. It's usually linked in the menu. It's not listed in your blog feeds. And an example is your home page, your about page. It could also be your contact page, your pages. So a home page is the first page people see on your website. It tells them what your website is all about. It contains menu with links to other pages. There could be pictures, videos, buttons on a home page. So now this is an image of a home page. So as you can see, it has a menu with some links and pages on top. Then it has buttons, has images. It's telling them about what this site is all about. So how to set a home page? So first you go to dashboard, then you scroll to your settings, then you click on reading. On this reading up here, you click on it. Then you see this page. You toggle on static page. Once you've toggled it on, you click on this home page right here and select your home page, because you've already created it, and then once you click here, you see your home page drop down. Then an about page, it introduces you or your team to the visitors that come to visit your site. It tells your visitors what your site is about. It also tells people what kind of content to expect. It builds trust with visitors too. So this is an example of an about page. So is the picture of the person here. Then it has some buttons down, social media buttons that you could use to contact the person. Then a contact page is a page that lets people reach out to you. It encourages connection and feedback. It contains your name, email addresses, messages, and buttons. So this is an example of a contact page. So it has a name field, email, a message field, subject field, just in case whoever is visiting your site wants to drop anything or to contact you, they'll use your contact page to do that. So now, how to create a page? So you go to the dashboard, then you go to pages, you click on add page, then you add a title, then you click on the block inserter. Once you're done with everything, you click on publish button up here. So now let's go over and create a page. So let's go over to our dashboard. Okay, so I don't know why this is taking time to go back. Want to be sure that everything is on. Okay, so we'll go over to pages, click on add page. So we're going to be creating a home page. So we don't want a pattern, we'll just remove this. So I'm going to give the title home. Then give it a heading. Says welcome to my little world, because that is the title of the site. Then I'll add some text under. this is where I share things. So once you use capital I for it, where I share things I love. From my favorite cartoons, to my favorite stories and hobbies. Feel free to explore and enjoy my little corner of the internet. Okay, so we remove the U here. Then I'll to add an image. So I'll click on the image block. So I already uploaded all my images. So I'll just come over here and select the one I want. Okay. So this is what I want. Let's preview it. Alright, so this is it. So I might just touch the image a little bit. So we'll go back to crop it. Rather, let's go over to the block settings. So let's give this, let's see. Let's see. And 300 pixels. So let's preview it again. Okay, so this is better. So now we're going to publish this. So now that we've published it, we can view the page. So this is the home page. So now we're going to go over to our settings, over to reading. So we'll set it as a home page. We click on static page here, or rather we toggle on static page here. Then since we've published our home page, we're going to see it here. Then we'll click on home. Then save changes. Remember to save once you've done that. So now it's saved. You can also visit our site. So now we visited our site, we've seen that it's the home page that is here. Alright. So we went over back to our dashboard. So now we're going to go back to our slide to continue. Okay, so we're meant to create an about page too. So let's just do that before we go back to our slide. So we do not want a pattern. So I'm going to just name this about So now that we've named it about, we'll start adding what we want. So let's see, what do we want? I think I want a column. So I want something like this. Then I'll add an image in this section. So I'll add this image here. I'll click on select. Then I'll come over here to add some text. Click on heading. Then I'll write her name. Sorry, Nara. Now come over here to add some text. Say hi, I'm a curious and creative 9-year-old girl. Loves cartoons, drawings, and flowers. In my little world, I get to share things I enjoy. My favorite colors. Sorry, my favorite cartoons. To the flowers I love most. I'm always learning new things. I'm making the web a more colorful place. So now that we've done this, we can also preview this before we save it. So click on the preview in new tab. So I'll just close this tab. So this is how it is. So moving over there, I don't know. I think I'll just undo this and leave it how it is. Then I'd also want to utilize that. So I'll publish this. So now we have an about page and a home page. So we'll be going over to our slide. So we've created an about page and a home page. So now we're going to create posts. So first, what are posts? A post is used for dynamic content. It is categorized and tagged. So unlike your pages, they are used for dynamic content, and dynamic content are contents that gets to be changed. And then it's also categorized. You can categorize your post. You can tag your post too. It encourages interaction because once you've published a post, visitors will be able to drop some comments under your post. An example are your blog post, your news article, your product reviews. So we're going to go over to how to create a post. So the first thing, you go to dashboard, you head over to your post on the dashboard. So when you've gone there, you click on add post. Then you add title of your post, you edit and add content. So once you're done adding the content, you click on the block settings on the right. To add a category, you click on category and add a category. Then after that, you click on tags and add tags. So your tags could be as many as you want, and they should be reasonable words. Then you click on the desktop icon to preview. You click on publish button and your post is now active. So let's go over and create a post. So we'll head over to our dashboard. So now we've seen post, we'll click on add post. So the name of this post will be my first post. Right, let's name it my favorite cartoon. Favorite cartoon. So now we want this to be in a column, so we'll click on columns. So select this one, and then add images. So I already have this, as I said, uploaded. So I'll just come over here and click on the one I want. Then I'll select a heading, give it Moana. So you could see it's a Disney animated movie about a brave girl who sails across the ocean to save her island. So now just headed over to our list view. So we can go over to our block settings to see the settings of the selected block. You can select this one to also see the settings. So we can give this a percent. Let's see 60%. Then let's come over here and give this 40 and see how it would be. So I think this is what we're going to leave it as. So since I want to add plenty more, I'll just duplicate this. Then change it, that is replace the image. So I'll click on Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. So we'd say Disney's most famous character. He is a happy, curious mouse who gets on fun adventures with his friends. So we'll leave it at this. Then come over and duplicate it again, instead of just starting all over from the beginning to do one. So replace this image with a SpongeBob. We change the text to SpongeBob. A cheerful sponge who lives in a pineapple under the sea. He works at Krusty Krab, and his best friend is Patrick. Alright, so you can also duplicate this one to add another one. So I just want, let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want it to be 5. So I'll duplicate the last one. Alright, so I'll come and change, rather replace this image here with Tom and Jerry. So this is Tom and Jerry. Sorry, Tom and Jerry. So we'll add some text to it. This is a cartoon about a cat that is Tom. And a mouse, Jerry. Tom is always chasing Jerry. He is a clever mouse. Then replace the last one, that is Kung Fu Panda. Let me change the words. Kung Fu Panda. Alright. Come over here to remove. We'll see this cartoon it's about 4. A clumsy but kind panda. Kind panda who becomes a kung fu master, or who became a kung fu master. Became a kung fu master. So yeah, we are done with what we want to add. So we'll just go over it. Maybe if we want to change the color or something, come over here and click on text. You can change it to this. So just play around with the colors. This is a SpongeBob. Then last one, look at this one. Sorry, this one is better. Just undo this. Let's change the color of this one. Change it to this. So when we are done, we can preview it to see how it's going to look. Just close this tab. So now you can see that it has a date. So remember the pages that we created where we previewed, it didn't have any dates here. So now it has a place where your visitors can drop comments. Then we also have not categorized our posts. So just come over here. We'll remove this and click on add category. So say cartoon. Then we'll come and add category. Then also add tags. So you can say cartoons, can say Mana, Moana, Mickey Mouse, SpongeBob, this is a SquarePants because it's SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay, Tom and Jerry, Tom and Jerry, then Kung Fu Panda. So now we've added our tags. can come over here and click on the publish button. So now our post is live. So we'll go over to our slide. So we've created a post. Now linking pages. So how to link a page? You use a menu. So what is a menu? A menu tells people where to go on your website. It contains links to other pages on your website. It can be placed at the header, sidebar, or footer of your site. So how to add a menu? You first go over to your dashboard, you go to appearance, then you click on the editor, then you go to templates or patterns. You select the part where you want the navigation to be. You click on the block inserter and search for navigation block. Then you click on it. You edit to add your pages. Then you click on the save button. So now let's go and add a menu. So we're going to go over to our dashboard. So instead we click on the editor part. Alright. So now we'll go to patterns or templates. So let's search for what we want. I know if it's here. Okay. So I want to add a menu in the header. So we clicked on the header template part. So this already has the navigation here. So you can see that it already has navigation. You could just either remove it and add another one by clicking on this block setting, type for navigation. See that it's added another one already. So we just delete this last one or undo this thing here. So I'll go over here to add my links. So since I've already published this home and about, I would see this here. So I'll click on home. Now I want to add another one. I'll click on the about. Alright, so now I've done that. I'll now come over and save it here. So I can come here to view the site and see what I just did now. Alright, so now we can see that on our home page we have the home, we have a menu that has the home link. So this is where we are already, so it's going to still take us to this place. Then if you click on the about, you see that it takes us to our about page. So we'll go back to home. Alright, so go to our dashboard, then we'll continue with our slide. So now what we're going to add next is a widget. So what is a widget? A widget is like a mini tool that adds cool things to your website. Examples are recent posts, search bar, calendar. So how to add widgets? First you go to the block inserter, you search the widget you want to add and click on it. So now let's add a widget. Sorry, we'll go over to our WordPress. So Let's go back to editor. Okay. So click on this. Alright, so since I want to add a widget, I want to add the widget I want to add, I want it to be on the header. I'll click on this header template here. So I'd go over to my document overview. Alright, first I have to search for the widget I want to add. So the widget I want to add is the one for posts, that is latest posts. Okay, no, not this. Okay, so first we have to add the widget. So I want to add the latest post. So it's been added. I'll now just come over to my list view. So I want it to be on the menu. So I'll just drag it. So now it's after my navigation. This is my post. So I'll click on save button to save that one. Then I also want to add another thing at the footer. So I want to add search bar like we just did. I'll click on it, go over to my list view, search for where exactly I want it to be. So this is where I want it to be. So I'll just drag it over to that place. So now it's inside there. So I can now come over here to style it. So if I don't want button, I'll say no button. So it's just be only this. Then that's all I want to do. I can come over here and save it. So I'll go back. So first you see, to just go to this visit site so that I'll be able to see that. So now you can see that this widget has already been added. Once I click on it, it takes me to my post. You can see the tags. You can see that it's been categorized. Alright, so go back to home. Then we can also see this our search bar. Whatever we want to look for that is on this site. So let's look for Moana, because I have something about Moana. So now you can see that it took us to where we have Moana on our site. Alright guys, so moving on, let's just take it back to dashboard. Then go back to our slide. So now we've added the widgets. So we're going to go and embed media. So first, what is embed? Embed is displaying content from external sources directly on your website without uploading it to your server. So you just copy and paste whatever any content you want to be on your website. copy it, then you paste it. Then you need no storage, like you don't need to store that content on your server. So how to embed? First, you go to the block inserter, you add the embed block of interest, then you copy and paste the link, you click on the embed button, you click on the save button. So now let's go back to our WordPress. So we have to first of all go to pages and look for where we want to embed this. Or rather, let's just add a new page since we want to embed. So we can give this page name, let's just say embed. Rather, we'll say gallery, my gallery. So come over here and look for, so we want to embed a YouTube video. Click on YouTube video. First you have to go and open YouTube in our browser. So I just close that tab. So as this YouTube is opening, you can head over here. Let's say if you want to add anything, any text, let's just add the text first. So you can do a heading, and you can do you can see my YouTube video. Then we can just come over here and say this is one of my favorites YouTube videos. So now we have to look for what we want to embed. Okay, let's say we want to embed let's see, a SpongeBob video. So wait for it to load. Okay, so we'll click on this one. So I'm just going to click on the share button here, copy the link, and go over here and paste it. Then we click on embed. So now we've seen this is just how to embed. So we're going to drag this up. Alright. So now that we've done that, we'll go over to our slide. Now we're going to add a photo gallery to that same page. So what is a photo gallery? A photo gallery is a group of images arranged together in a neat layout on your website or blog. It lets people view multiple pages at once. So the first step, we're going to click on the block inserter. We'll select the gallery block, then click on upload so that you'll be able to upload your images, or you click on select images so you can select your images from the media library. Then you customize the gallery column to the number of columns that we want. You can also customize the image and the block settings. Then we'll click on the save button. So I'm going to head over to our WordPress. So that same page. So duplicate this. So I'll just drag this here. Then change this to my photo gallery. Then I'd go back to the block inserter and search for gallery. So I'll just upload whatever I want from my media library. Okay, so I want to upload some flowers, so I'll just select on the flowers here. Okay, then I'll click on create a new gallery, then insert gallery. So now you see that it gave it different width and height, so they're not of the same height. So first let's come over here to rename this my flower gallery. So click on this and go over to the block settings. So let's give this 4. So now they are of equal width and height. So you can come over to style them. If you want to style it individually, you can come over here and do that. So I'm not going to do that for this. So I can also come over here, duplicate this just to add a text after the gallery. Alright, so I'll say this. These are my favorite flowers. Okay, so once you are done, we can publish it. Click on the publish button to publish it. Alright, now we've done that, we can go over here to view our page if you want to view the page. So this is the page, and then we already know that it's not on our menu, so we can head over there to add this page on our menu. So we'll go back to dashboard. From dashboard, go back to editor. From there, we'll go back to patterns, all template paths, then header. So we'll add this gallery that we just created there. So I can come over here, click on this block. So since we've published it, we should see it up here. So now we'll just click on this and save it. Alright. So heading back to our dashboard. Okay. So now back to our slide. Now we've seen how to embed media and add the photo gallery. We're going to be using plugins now. So what are plugins? They are tools or add-ons that extend the features and functionality of your website. Examples are Smosh and Elementor. So like we already learned, we have to go back to dashboard. Once you've installed them, you go back to dashboard to use it. You go to pages, all page. Then you go to the page of interest, you click on edit with Elementor. You drag and drop widget, you edit and style, then you can preview and save. So now heading over to our WordPress, we already have plugins here. So you can see our installed plugins. If we don't have plugin, you can just click on this add plugin. So we already have Elementor plugin, we already have Smosh. So this Smosh, as we already know, it just reduce our image files and improve our performance. Doesn't really do something that you can see. So we're going to be using the Elementor plugin so that we would see that one. So I want to add a new page. I'll go to add page. So I'll click on edit with Elementor. So we just wait for this to load. I don't know if I click. Okay, so I just clicked it now. Alright, so to name our page, we can just come over here and give it a name. Let's say give this my colorful page. Colorful page. Okay, so now what do we want to do here? We want to add some things. So first, let's select box that we want. So we want something like this. So now we've clicked on it. We'll go over to, so we can come over here to style the container. Click on this classic, select the color. We're just going to play around with this. So now I'm giving it the background color of red. So now we can just add image. About choice. So the image I'll be adding, I'll add this. So now I've done that, I have to add another image on the other side. So we'll click on this one and click select. So now we can add another thing. Let's say we want to add a button. Okay, so I want to add another button to the other side, but let's edit this first. Say click me, then we'll come over to style, to style it. So you can come over to the background type. For the color, rather, give it a blue color. Then let's say we change the text color to red. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing to the this one now. Okay. Oops, I deleted all that I've done. So I have to like start from the beginning right now. Okay, so we just give this a color. Okay, that's what we did. Alright, so we're going to add image here. So let's add another one here. Okay, so where was that image? It was this. So choose another image. So I think I'll just choose this. Okay, then you can come and add our button. You can actually duplicate this and drag this over here. Okay, so this is the one. Click on delete. So duplicate it. Okay. So you have to be sure that. Alright, finally you can come over to edit what is on the button. Say click me. So we'll do that here too. So now I want to style it that on hover. You should have, see, blue color. Alright, then the background should have a color of let's see, this. Okay, so we'll do the same thing for this other button over here. So on hover, you change the text color to blue, then background color to this. Alright, so now we are done. So you can add any other thing you want to add, but this is what I want to do for this page. Then you can come over here to save or publish it, but I'm going to publish it, so I'll click on publish. Alright, Okay, so now heading over to our slide. Okay, so the next step is to drag and drop widgets, which we've already done. To edit and style, we've done that. Then preview and save. So we already published it. So now saving in WordPress. What is saving? Saving means to store the changes made on your website, theme, page, or post. So there are 3 ways to save. You could save to draft, you could preview. So when you preview, you're already saving it before you preview, then you can publish. Before you publish, it automatically saves it for you. So this is how to save. You in your editor page, you go to the top toolbar and then you click on this save button here. So let's say now you're customizing your theme. Once you're done making the changes you want to make on your theme, you will just click on this save button here. So what does save to draft mean? So a draft now refers to any post or page you are still working on. So to save to draft means keeping the work you have done so you don't lose it. It keeps your work without showing it to others. You can always come back later to finish up the page or the post. So a page or post saved to draft has drafts beside it. So how to save to draft? A editor page, you go to the toolbar, to the top toolbar. So you see something like save draft. You click on this and then it saves it to your drafts for you. So if you want to edit that draft that you've saved, you go over to your dashboard, then you go to pages, you click on all pages. So you'd see the page and then this is the draft beside it. So this means that this has been saved to draft. Then you click on this edit. So normally if it's not saved, if it's published, it won't have this draft. Okay. So what is preview? It lets you see what your website will look like before making it go live. So it just shows you how your website is going to look like. So it will just like give you an idea of the page. It could be your page, it could be a post, whatever it is you want to preview. So it also lets you spot spelling mistakes. So maybe when you're going through it, you could see some mistakes. Lets you check out the layout and the colors. Also helps you check if your buttons and links work. So how to preview? We've already been previewing before. So in the editor page, you go to the top toolbar like we all know, then you click on this. So this is a desktop icon. You see this here. So you click on it. Once you click on it, you see this preview in new tab. Then you click on that. So once you click on it, you see your preview. Then what's publish? Publish means your post or page is live. So anyone can visit your website once you've published it. It's the final steps after you've written, added images and you've checked everything. Then you can actually update that page or post later. So things to consider before publishing: all your text and images are correctly placed, that you've saved it to draft, you've previewed to see how it will look, then you now publish it. So how to publish? On that same editor page, on the top toolbar, you will see this publish button here. Then you click on it. So now we are done with that. So we're going over to sharing links. So sharing links means letting family and friends see your hard work. You can share links to your individual pages or websites. So why should you share a link? So you could get feedback. Maybe you've done something and then you want to get feedback. You could share a link so that people will give you feedback of what you've done. You could also share your link to show what you've learned. Like you could share a link with your family, your friends, to show them what you've been learning, to build confidence too. So once you've done something, you like to showcase it then to also help and inspire others. So how to share link? So once you've actually published your page, you should see something like this. So you'd have to click on it. So you have to click on this copy, then you paste it in an email address or a WhatsApp chat. So you see this page address now. So you come over here and click on copy. So once you click on copy, you've already copied the link. So you just paste it maybe on your WhatsApp so that you could have the link, or you could share it to your family and friends. You could also paste it in an email address. Another way you could share your website link is you can copy this thing up here. So if it's wordpress.com, you see this, because this one we're using right now is the one using the localhost, that is XAMPP. So we cannot copy this because it's in our computer. But if you're using wordpress.com, you could just copy this and then paste it on your WhatsApp chat. Okay, so now we're going to go over to our WordPress. So we've already published this, so we're going to go over to exit to WordPress. So we want to go to our WordPress page because that is an Elementor page. Then we'll go back to our dashboard. So now, we didn't add that to our page, our menu rather. So we have to go over to add it to our menu. Then we click on patterns, click on header. So now we've clicked this, wait for it to load so that we'll be able to add a new page. So you could just come over here and click this. Alright, so now we've added this and we could save this. So this is how to save. You click the save button. So if you want to view our site, you can go over here, click on it to view the site. We can go over to our dashboard. So now, because this is on our computer, we cannot really share the link for this. But if you're going to use wordpress.com to do your project, to do any project at all, then you can share the link by clicking on this thing here, this place. You click on it, you copy it, and then you paste it on your WhatsApp chat. But we can't copy this and paste anywhere because this is our local host. So what we can only do is show our friends and family this thing like this, like you carry your system and go and show that person. So let's check out what we've already done. So you can see that we have our home page, then there is widgets there. This is the home page, this is an about page. Then this is my gallery page. So this gallery page now has what we embedded and the photo gallery. Then you can go to my colorful page and see how it looks. So if you hover on the buttons, you see that the colors and the color of the text and that of the background changed. So we can go back to my favorite cartoons for our post, and then you see that everything is working perfectly. So now this our site is already live. So moving on to our slide. So that is all for today. Thank you and see you in our next class. Bye.